Standing in the middle of your mat, facing either the left or the right side, not the front or the back. Doesn't matter which side, left or right. But make sure you're facing me. Make sure you set up your computer or phone or whatever device you're using. Make sure you're facing me. This practice involves your creativity and for you to think outside the box and for you to not be afraid to just be a little different. Because there are some poses where you're going to look or feel maybe awkward, balancing wise, but have fun. Hands in prayer to your third eye. Set your intention to open your creative mind. Cross limb poses where we cross your left in front of your right or your right in front of your left actually engages your creative side and your logic side and merges them. Cross your right leg in front of your left here. Somewhere at the shins, maybe the knees, you're crossed and the toes face forward. Hands interlace or fingers interlace, go up to the ceiling and then they rest on top of the head. Palms face up, elbows point out. Both hip points are facing center forward. Make sure you're settled within your mind and twist from your core, from your waist, just a little bit, just a couple inches to the right. You're going to look somewhere towards the right. Toes stay forward, hips stay forward. When you're ready, release by simply keeping your fingers interlaced. Arms extend up to the ceiling, palms face the top of your head. Next, exhale. Right hand to the right hip. Turn to the left. Your gaze turns to the left. Turn your left arm inward and keep that left arm up to the ceiling. Keep it extended, fingers spread. With the arm turned inward, bend the elbow so that your tricep area comes a little close to the left ear. And you're bending your hand, your wrist is flexing so that the back of your hand comes towards the right side of your head. Bend in the front knee, very important. Bend in the front knee. Make sure the toes face forward as best as they can. And it's a slight side bend as you look up towards that top arm. Release the arms, just the arms. Keep the legs. Extend the arms up to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers, palms face down, and then kind of look up towards the hands and bend back towards the right just a little bit. It's a slight side back bend, more so of a back bend, upper back bend, but the knee stays bent in the front. Very important. Release this pose on the next exhale. Simply unwind your legs, step to the left. Hands down, legs down, and then step that right foot wide over to the back of the mat. You're still facing forward, facing me. Hands on top of the blocks if you need them. Both blocks are employed for this practice, definitely. And begin to fold wherever you can. Keep the toes pointing forward. Next, inhale, extend your arms, extend your spine, legs still strong and long. Walk your right hand over to the right towards the right toes. They don't have to grab onto the toes. The fingertips can just press into the mat, palm lifted if it can. Left hand on top of the lower back, elbow facing up. Left arm, if it can, shoots up towards the ceiling and you're twisting. A slight revolve as you stretch the right side a little bit, and left arm is up if it wants to be. Release your stretch, but keep the legs as they are. Pivot yourself to the left here. We're going to work that left leg. Hands down, bend in the front knee, back knee down, enter a low lunge. You bring yourself to the ground. Back knee on top of a pillow if it needs to be, okay? Make sure you bring that back knee forward if you need to. If your hips just need a little bit more comfort, you know what I mean. Separate the left foot to the left, right knee to the right, or front foot to the left, back knee to the right, so you give your hips some room. As always, hands on top of blocks. What I'm doing is putting my blocks at the lower level and fingertips pressing into them. I'm extending my arms, lengthening my spine, rolling my shoulders up and back. From there, hands up to the ceiling, hips drop low, front knee above my front ankle, toes are spread for both feet. I drop my left arm down. So I extend my left arm down towards my side. I just drop my left arm, but I keep my right arm up. With that back knee, or the back of that knee, I connect my left hand to that knee. So I simply keep my right arm up and I walk my left hand to the back of my right knee and I side bend a little bit towards the left. It can be deep for those who are flexible. Now, that front foot probably will not stay straight. You might have to turn that ankle just a little bit to support balance and the joint of the knee. And release both hands down to the inside of your front foot and pick the back knee up. Just a simple lunge with both hands to the inside. Release the back knee down, hands come back up to the ceiling, low lunge, arms extended up. Drop the left arm again down to the side, so right arm extends up, left arm extends down. Right arm actually enters a half prayer and revolve. So bring the right elbow on top of the left knee, maybe to the outside for those who are feeling it today. And if you'd like, revolve a little more, looking more to the left, keeping the shape of the hips centered and forward, both hands in prayer. Push your hands together so that your heart opens. Hands come down, release. Wonderful work. Pivot your body to the right, feet wide, legs wide. Coming into the wide-legged stretch again. Toes are wide as well. Right hand comes to the left foot, left arm up to the ceiling. Maybe it opens up a little more for those whose shoulders say, oh yeah, I can do it. To come back up, point your toes to the corners of the mat. Feet are still wide. Bend the knees so they're facing the toes as well. Round your spine. Let the arms hang and roll yourself up to a stand. Heel toe walk your feet together, coming back to the center. This is where you may need a couple blocks, so go ahead and grab them if you need them. Set them beside your right foot to the inside of that right ankle, okay? Step on the blocks with the left foot. The ball of that foot, heel is lifted. And if this is cool, do this. Now, if you don't need the blocks, simply stand strong on the right leg, move most of your weight to the left, slide your left foot up the inside of the right leg, hands up to the ceiling for a moment here. I only turn so that you can get a side view of this. You don't have to turn. With both hands up, next exhale. Right hand comes down, extends down to the inside of that left leg. So it's coming down the midline of your body. Left arm still up, but arm turns to the inside. Look up towards that top arm if you can. And to slowly release, look down, take your time. You may stumble a little bit, that's okay. Release down into Tadasana, mountain pose. Next, left foot can be on a block or not. And if it's not, bottom of the left foot is on top of the right thigh, more so the right knee, but bend the right knee for everyone. Bend that right knee. Left knee, of course, is bent. Now, challenge. Bring the right elbow to the left knee. And then the left arm comes behind you, but fingers face you, elbow bent. How does that feel? Please make sure you have a deep bend in the right knee. Not very deep, but deep enough so that you can kind of revolve. And then release into mountain. Next, stand with the left foot in your hand behind you. So left foot in left hand. Grab it for a moment. Make sure left knee is in line with the right knee. Stand tall. You don't have to do what's next. You can stay here. Or right hand grabs the left foot behind you, bringing it towards the right glute. Stay here. You don't have to move further. Or Left hand comes in front of you, crosses the center of the body to grab that left foot on the right side, and you stand tall. I mean, you really got to grab the top of that right foot or the left foot, and right hand extends forward. You are centered and you look forward. This is an extra challenge for those whose left arms and triceps can handle this. If not, take it in stride and stand in mountain pose. Final pose for this side. Slide the left foot up the inside of the right leg again, or use a block. And the right arm will cross the center of the body to come to the outside of that left knee. Left hand up to the ceiling, turned inward, fingers spread. Both arms are extended. Release slowly. First arm goes up to the ceiling, knees down, hands down. If you turned, then turn back so that we're facing each other. Mountain. When you're ready, cross the left leg in front of the right this time. Toes point forward, hips face where the toes face. Everything is forward, including your heart. Hands on hips. Interlace your fingers, extend your arms up, and then hands on top of your head, palms face up. Twist to the left this time. Breathe in this twist. And I want to give you a little tip. Everything we did on the right side, you're going to do it on the left, but put a little play into it so that you don't take it so seriously, especially the balancing part. Release the revolve, fingers still interlace, extend the arms up to the ceiling, palms down. Next, exhale, left hand to left hip. Put a bend in the front knee, right arm turns outward, and bend the elbow so that the back of the right hand comes to the left side of the head, and you look up towards that right elbow. So it's a side bend for those who can bend the knee just a little deeper, maybe a couple inches, and you can side bend more. Release from there. Simply keep the bend in the knee. Hands interlace one more time, shooting up to the ceiling, palms face up or down, and then bend back a little to the left. Arms kind of move back. You shift your upper weight back a little bit, just slightly, not a couple inches here. Unlace, unwind everything, step to the right for a moment. And then step the left foot out to the left to the front of the mat, or depending on your perspective. Wide leg, fold, hands on hips, hands on blocks, or hands to the ground, and you find your fold. The closer your head comes to the ground in this fold, the more your weight moves towards the toes. That means some of you may enter a handstand, but not for this practice. Just saying that it's a possibility for many of you. Left hand moves over there to the right side towards the right foot. It can grab onto the outside of that foot if it can, maybe the big toe, maybe just touching. Right hand to the lower back on the right side, or right arm extended up. Fingers spread, heart open in whatever direction that it's in for you right now. Release, hands down, and pivot yourself to the right. Feet pivot, toes pivot, and you are now in a low lunge on the right side. So the right leg is forward, left knee back, back knee on top of a pillow if it needs to be, okay? Please protect your joints, protect your vessel. Once you find your position in lunge, hands on blocks or hands not, doesn't matter. The point of this lunge is to lower your hips as best as you can. At some point, your arms extend up to the ceiling, shoulders relax. Tap into your creative side here. See what happens in the mind when you drop your right hand, leave the left arm up. See what happens when your right hand wiggle somewhere towards the back of the left knee. Hips lowering so you can side bend over to the right this time. Left arm comes up and overhead the left ear. Now, if you can't go this far, your right hand can definitely sit on the right hip. That's cool. Both hands down, both hands to the inside of the front foot. Step the back knee up, low lunge. Press the ball of the back foot into the mat. Lower the back knee now. Hands extend up to the ceiling again. Relax your shoulders. Drop the right hand again to the right side of the body. Bend the left elbow, bring it on top of the right thigh. Get ready for your revolve prayer and lunge. Stay here. Maybe the left hand or the left elbow stays where it is and the right hand comes to the right hip, or you do a full prayer twist. You may step the back knee up. And I forgot to mention that on the other side. So next time you practice this, step the back knee up in your prayer twist if you like. Release, back knee down for those who did that. Release your twist. Both hands to the inside of the foot and pivot yourself up again until you're facing me. Feet wide, legs wide. Find your fold, or left hand to the right foot again. Revolve. Right arm up to the ceiling. Try to get the hips a little centered, and they may not be centered. Then a wide-legged revolve. Sometimes the hips can shift a little bit. That's cool. Open the toes so that they're facing the corners of their mat. Bend the knees. Round your spine. Round up to a stand. Heel toe, walk your feet together. Once your balance is situated, lift your right foot up to the inside of the left leg. Of course, use both your blocks if you need them. Right foot slides up, knee is very bent. Left arm comes down towards the midline of your body. Fingers shoot down. Right arm goes up. Kind of look up if you can. Really take your time on these standing postures. They can be taxing on your muscles if the focus is not there. Release, mountain pose. Next up, bend in both knees and step the right foot on top of the left knee. Please make sure it's a slightly deep bend, and that foot is kind of on top of the thigh as well. Bring the left elbow towards the right knee on top of the right thigh if you can. Kind of revolve. Right arm behind you. Fingers face you. Palm faces you. See if you can bend that elbow, even though I'm not doing it and I should have been. Try to bend that elbow. And release, mountain pose. Next, step the right foot and the right hand behind you. Bend the knee. Make sure the knee is in line with the left one. Stand tall. Muscles are engaged and your focus is there as well, but creativity has expanded some ideas in your mind, hasn't it? Bring the right foot over to the left glute, grabbing it with the left hand. Take it in stages. If you can come to the next one, do so. Try it out. Cross the right arm in front of you, grab the left foot in front of you, and left arm extends in front of you. See how that feels. See if the arm can go parallel. Release, mountain pose. Slide the right foot up again like the first time and bring the left arm to the outside of that right leg. See if the back of the left arm can make contact. Left fingers shoot down, right fingers go up. Turn the right arm inward. Keep your balance and play around with it. Play with your balance. It's okay. It's okay if you stumble. Find it and try it again. Find it and try it again. And let's finish up. Release from everything and come to sit on your glutes on the ground here. Extend the legs in front of you. Separate the feet a little bit. You can shake your legs out if you want to. We're going to do some cross limb stretching. Bring the right hand to the left foot and massage that foot. If you'd like, both hands to the left foot and massage the bottom of that foot and the top and the toes. For those who get grossed out by the toes and the feet, try to relax this practice. I understand some sentiments. Love on your feet today. They give you a lot of help every day. For those who want an extra stretch, who can go a little deeper, sit up and bring the right shoulder underneath the right knee. So that means grabbing onto that ankle and bringing that leg literally on top of your right shoulder and then slowly folding. Bringing the left hand to grab the left foot or the left ankle for those who can do it. And see and watch me do it here. Rewind it if you need to so you can practice it. For those who need it, if you don't, that's cool. But if you do, you may sit up and do a figure 4 stretch. Just bring either ankle to either thigh. So if your right thigh is extended forward, then bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh and just twist to the right, twist to the left. Do that for each side if you feel like it. Continuing on, release whatever stretch you're doing, sit up tall, and let's do that on the right leg. So grab your right foot with the left hand and massage it. If you'd like, both hands. You have the option for the deeper stretch here, bringing the left shoulder underneath the left knee. Play around with this. For those who can get there or who can almost get there, find a way to go a little deeper. Thank yourself for this time. Now that we're pretty much finished, flip over so that you are in child's pose, sitting on top of the knees or placing some padding, a couple pillows maybe between your glutes and the back of your legs, the ankles area, if you need to. Walk your knees together, or if you want extra hip comfort, walk your knees wide. Walk both hands to the left. Side stretch. Relax your back and your face. Slowly walk your hands center, walking them over to the right. Relax your shoulders and your toes. Bring your hands center, come up into tabletop position. And right arm shoots underneath left arm, bringing your right shoulder down to the ground, looking to the left. Switch sides. For you, hopefully this is where relaxation really sets in. And this is setting the tone for your mind and your spirit for the day. Release from your twisted tabletop. Child's pose again. Entering twisted tabletop again, right arm underneath the left. And if you want, lift the left knee, bending the foot towards the back of the head. Left knee kind of goes up to the ceiling, not far. Release from there, switching to the left. Left arm shoots underneath the right side. Plant that right hand firm. Be confident in what you're doing. Lift the right knee if you want. See where you go. See if that foot can kind of bend towards the back of the head. And release from that. Child's pose. This is the end of the practice with me. You may journey on with the music or to the tune of your own beat. From child's pose, you may sit up on your legs. This may be a meditative practice for you. You may enter hero pose, which is what I'm doing. Feet bent next to my sides, knees have a deep bend, and I rest my back. Or you can enter full shavasana. You could just go straight into resting on your back, legs spread, arms spread, and you just go blah. Whatever you do, thank yourself and be open to the ideas that came through during this practice. Use them in mind, in body, and in spirit. You are on your way, and whatever you intended, it is done. Ashe.